watch the World Cup?
I do.
You do.
Most of the games.
Okay, that's great. What teams do you like the most?
Right now, Germany. That's the team I'm going to.
Okay. What do you think about Brazil? Have you been there, or do you have like an image of the country?
I've never been there. I know their team is good.
The team is good.
The team is good.
Okay.
From what I've seen, from what I've heard.
Okay. And what do you think the people of Brazil think of the World Cup?
I think it's something really important to them. Really big. I always hear about Brazil and all the soccer games, and I think they've been in the previous World Cups too, the recent ones.
Okay. So you think they're happy about this
Oh,
event?
yeah.
Okay. Have you heard anything about any violence or demonstrations?
Personally, I haven't heard anything.
Okay. The thing is, we want to inform you about is that during this World Cup, there has been a lot of violence and demonstrations because of the people of Brazil. There are a lot of poor people in that country, and they truly feel like the money spent on this event could have gone to helping the people. So that's basically what we want to inform people about. Is that something you would do some more research about, maybe?
Possibly.
Yeah? Okay, well, our work is done then.
What's your name? Carlos? Nice to meet you. I'm Jordan, and I just wanted to know, do you watch the World Cup? How dedicated are you at watching it?
All my time. All the time I have, I could.
Beautiful. What are your favorite teams? Who are you going for?
Netherlands,
Netherlands.
Mexico,
Mexico.
Germany.
Who do you want in this game right now?
Uruguay.
Uruguay. What do you think about the Brazilian team?
Pretty decent. Pretty good. Not the strongest they've been, but
It's true.
we're there.
What do you think of, based on, personal experience or stereotypes you've heard, what do you think of the country of Brazil? What do you think it's like?
The country has like economic wise, or
In general, whatever you know about it.
well, I heard that people are like not living like good because the economy is bad itself. Like they're wasting so much money on the stadiums instead of like the people itself. That's what I've heard.
Yeah, that's actually what we came to talk to you about. If you, to get some facts out, the country spent $11.5 billion on making new stadiums, and a lot of these are going to cost $250,000 a year to keep in shape. Yeah, and so
Also, there've been several deaths because of the stadiums and stuff.
right, construction workers, and the fact that 250,000 people have been evicted from their homes in order to make this happen. How does that make you feel? Do you feel any conflictions watching the World Cup?
Not change things is people don't really, well, the media doesn't focus on that. It's just like, because of the soccer, they don't focus on how people are living, but yeah, it's true. A lot of people are not living like how the World Cup and everything portrays the image, but yeah, it seems like, well,
Is that something that you would wish the media would do more? Would be
yeah,
to
well,
show?
they need to show not only the good things about like Brazil itself, but what they need to focus more on.
Thank you very much for your time, man. I really appreciate it.
Morgan, nice to meet you. Are you a student at CSUN?
I am not.
Well, I just wanted to ask you a couple questions. First, do you watch the World Cup?
I do.
How do you feel about the World Cup, about the games going on?
Right now I'm upset because Italy is losing. And I didn't get much sleep because Mexico won. But I am Mexican, so it's okay.
Okay, it's okay. Okay, so I wanted to ask you, did you, well, obviously you watched the World Cup, but what teams do you like? What teams are you like going for?
So I have Mexico, Ecuador, and Italy.
Okay. And what do you think about the Brazilian team and the country of Brazil itself? Just tell me a few things
Well, I
about
think the team is good. They're pretty strong. They're defense is a little, but they can get better, I guess.
And do you know anything about the country of Brazil itself or about the people? Do you know anything about Brazil?
Well, just by, I guess, word of mouth, it's a little intense over there. They were a little worried about having the World Cup there. I do know about that, and how it was gonna go with all those people there and things like that.
So you know about all like the violence that's going on and the strikes. And did you know about that there's certain groups of people in Brazil that actually attack foreigners or people from America that actually come to watch the games over there?
I didn't know that.
Do you think you'd be doing more research now that I told you this about the country of Brazil?
Yeah, it is interesting. And then to wonder if that was going to happen or that was going to go on, why they would have.
Yeah, because there's a lot of like rape and like harassment going in Brazil, and a lot of people don't know about it. But okay, I just wanted to ask you a few questions about that.
No
Thank
problem.
you so much.
What is your name?
Jack.
Okay, Ashley and Jack. Do you guys watch the World Cup at all, or have you guys heard anything about it?
Heard about it.
I knew Mexico won yesterday.
Okay.
That's
and what have you heard about it?
I just hear bits and pieces, just like Mexico, and then there's riots right now, which is ridiculous.
Okay. Okay, and what team, if any, are you guys going for, or nothing at all?
The U.S.
The U.S. Okay. What do you guys think about the Brazilian team, if you guys have heard anything about it?
I haven't heard too much, just that they're the favorite team.
Okay. Okay, and what do you guys think about the World Cup being hosted in Brazil?
It seems appropriate.
I mean, it was just a random pick, so.
A random pick. Okay, and what do you think about the people that are in Brazil? Do you think they're happy that they're having the World Cup over there?
I'm sure they
Yeah,
are.
tourism. I'm sure it's a big part.
Yeah, okay. Well, just letting you guys know, actually, it is a huge deal right now in Brazil for Brazilian citizens over there for the World Cup to be hosted, because this event was supposed to be privately funded, but actually the funds got taken away from their education, their health, and their transportation. So, I mean, there's a big, violence and protest going out, like, over there, and they're just very, very upset. People were evicted from their homes. There's always prostitution going on over there, but now, we have tourists over there, it's even, greater. So, I mean, just so you guys can know, and if you guys, that intrigued you guys a little bit, maybe to do a little bit of research, that would be great. Okay? Thank you guys. Thank you. Okay, we're here with Gustavo. Gustavo, so our group heard that you come from Brazil, correct?
Yeah, I'm Brazilian.
Okay, and do you watch the World Cup?
Yeah, sure. I'm Brazilian. I need to watch.
Okay, so what do you think about the Brazilian team this year?
Well, really, they are not a good team. They don't have a chance to win this World Cup.
Okay, is there any other teams that you're going for this World Cup?
Yeah, I really like France, but Germany, they have a really good team. I think that probably they're going to win this World Cup.
Okay, and what do you think about the World Cup being in Brazil?
Well, there's this whole idea that people say about the World Cup is that, Brazil has a lot of problems and we have bad hospitals and bad schools, and they're spending like $20 million building whole new stadiums for the World Cup. So it brings us this, how can I say this? It's about the
conflict.
It's about the societal conflict,
Yeah. And would you agree with that? Would you agree that it's a waste of money on this event when this money could be spent on transportation, health, education?
Yeah, it could, but in Brazil, these things never happen. Brazil has money to do it, but they just don't do it. The government they're corrupted.
Okay, so you just think
if we didn't have the World Cup, they won't spend that money.
In education.
Yeah, in education and building hospitals and transportation.
Okay, so do you think maybe all these people doing these demonstrations on the street is just their chance to try to get at the world and show them what is going on? Just because Brazil, even if the World Cup wasn't there, wouldn't even do anything about it? or why do you think people are just coming out all of a sudden with this?
Yeah, it's their chances to the world, or the whole world see them, because in the World Cup, the whole world are looking to Brazil. You know, and it's their opportunity to have someone from outside looking to them. I went to the protest, the riots last year. Major cities like Rio, São Paulo, and Salvador, it got real violent. But I'm from the south, a small city. It was not just violent; it was just riot. We have the police escorting us, so it was not violent.
What is the emotional attachment for you? You know, for your people. Do you are you glad that they finally have this chance, or are you sad to see the rioting? How do you feel knowing that this is happening in your country?
Well, I'm kind of happy because, you know, they are going to the streets and shouting against what they are against for, but they are not organized, you know, they're just going out and breaking things. I think that if you really want to do some revolution, you need to think and have something in your mind. It's just not about going in the street and shouting and breaking things, you know, you need to organize and know what you're really doing.
And also, on the other side of that, how do you feel about the media's portrayal of all of this? Is this something that you're glad it's finally getting the exposure, or is it something the media could do better to show more of, to show it in a different light?
Yeah, the media, the Brazilian televisions, they kind of repressed the protestants, and the whole media were like against them and saying that they're all making violence and it's not the right way to do a protest. You know, the media didn't support them.